3:30 and it's 104 degrees out here. So I came by here day before yesterday and I put 5 gallons in here. It kind of got a little bit low, but I like to keep coming in this time of year when it's this hot, and every couple of days I just come in and put 5 gallons in there and wash it out. It's a lot better than trying to load the big tank, which got 35 gallons, and pull 35 gallons out because I waited too long to put the water in. But the reason why we're out here today is we went to a Double L feed there in Ingram, Texas, and bought some alfalfa. And if you're ever in the Kerrville area or anyway, or if you're heading west and you need feed and you want to stop in there, they are very helpful. I mean, they're so helpful. They'll get you loaded up. They don't mind loading anything. They don't care if you get out of the truck. And I like that, especially my old age. I like that. But the reason why I'm putting the hay out right now is this time of year, 104 degrees, for example, it's getting really, really hot. And, you know, those animals don't move too much. They don't really want to move much. I don't either. So if you can take it, next week I'm going to get back in here and start mowing a lot more of those places I showed you last time, mowing them down with my lawnmower, my ride lawnmower, just creating a new growth coming up. And but if you can get it in here where they can come in here and they get water, they can nibble at some corn. They won't eat too much corn right now, but put a little alfalfa out there. And plus, this year has been extra green, extra rainwater. So, but if you can get them to come in here and they got a place, I got a place up on the hill where I cleared it out with the dozer. I never go up there. It's nice and high, it's clear, where there's no bugs or anything. And a lot of them elk just lay up there when the wind's blowing and stay up there nice and cool, and they'll stay on my place. But otherwise, you know, they come and go. This is only a 4-foot fence out here. But I'm gonna put the hay in here, and most of you probably already know, if you ever use alfalfa, they love it. Everything loves it. Everything out here is good for them. But don't just put out the whole block. Even in you know, further west where there's high populations of white-tailed deer and everything else, if you put that whole block out there, in a day or two they'll tear it apart and eat it. But they're scared of it at first. So what you do is, I only got one bale today, and I'm gonna put half over here and half over here in Claire stand. But you kind of spread it out a little bit, and that doesn't scare them at all. But it definitely will. You'll see if you watch them on your camera. They're shy of it if you leave it in a whole bale. But I tell you what, it feels so good out here. You know, what we got? September 30th here in Texas, bow season starts. So that's going to be no time. And I'm retired, so imagine anybody that's, you know, getting everything done on the weekends, it's going to be here before you know it. So I got a lot to do. I'm going to try to get everything finished. Seems like you got that much time, you could get everything finished. But and especially since I'm here, but still, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to get things done. Okay, I got about half that bale over there. Bales are getting a lot smaller nowadays. I got half the bale. It's a little less than half. I've learned a long time ago, give Claire the big half. So I'm gonna spread it out in here. Whew. It don't take long to go blind out here at 104. I got so much sweat in my eyes I can't see. Lordy. You see that gas gauge was going up and down, up and down. And I can't ever tell how much gas I got in here, so I got to put a stick in there and check it every 2 or 3 days because I always forget, when did I put gas back in here? But anyways, well, I got good news. We dropped by today. It's a place over there in Kerrville called Secor, S-E-C-O-R, and that's where we bought it. So I went in to ask them how much it's going to cost, or tell them I got that problem. They said, it's under warranty. Bring it in and get it fixed. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to load it up next week and go over it. But that's so nice. You know, that company's been there, I don't know, they've been there at least 20 years, probably 30 years. But I know they've been there over 20 years. And they absolutely know what they're doing. They have professional mechanics in there. And they got chainsaws and all that. But when you come to Kerrville, it's funny because we have 3 little towns in a row. We have Kerrville, Ingram, and Hunt. And you're going to think you're still in Kerrville. You won't even know you're out of one jurisdiction into another. It's just little bitty towns with different, you know, mayors and stuff like that. But anyways, the feed stores over in Ingram, Double L Feed Store. Then you got Secor and Kerrville. They're all on 27. That is 27, right? Yeah, they're on 27 right there, Junction Highway, call it. But anyways, I thought I'd mention that. You know, it's nice sometimes to be able to say something nice about somebody. And, you know, because I went in there thinking, well, what's it going to cost me? And, but no, it's under warranty. So that's really a good thing. But I just want to share that with you. This is some of the best part right here. All these little fines that come off that alfalfa. I mean, it's, I love to, whoever gets the last half of the block gets the fine. So I like to sweep it out, and that really makes it smell good and see it around. But I'll just show you that. That don't mean nothing. Well, back to my point of coming in here and mowing these different places down, mowing all that grass and weeds and all the wild plants that's growing, mow them down so they'll grow back up and they'll be fresh and tender for all the wildlife in here. But another reason is, you know, if you go to town and get a hamburger or whatever for 2 people and mess around, this and that, it's probably going to be $40. So it seems like if I go to the town and get something to feed the deer, it's $40. So I don't see how you can get around that anymore. That's why, you know, it's so important. Well, I won't say it's so important. Let me change that. The reason why I think, why I built my own quadrupod, and tomorrow I'm starting on a crossbow stand for Claire. And it's no big deal, but I'm going to show you what is different between a crossbow deer blind and a regular box blind. But, you know, when you buy blinds, I got one blind on here I bought, you know, right before last year, right before deer season started, because my grandchildren were coming. And that thing was very expensive, and I felt guilty and bad that I even bought that thing. And I could have built one 100% better, but we didn't have time, so I bought it. But the good thing about it, like you build that quadrupod or you build your own box blinds, think about this. You save probably from $2,000 on a box blind. I mean, there's box blinds over the feed store in some areas, $5,000 for a box to sit in. $5,000 for something most people are going to use 2 or 3 weekends a year. That just does not make sense, and it sure don't make sense nowadays. But the good part of building your own quadrupod, your bow blind or your rifle blind or your crossbow blind, is that when you're doing that, you know, get your wife to help you, share time with her, get your kids to help you, your daughters, your sons, get them work with you, let them paint the thing, whatever. And it just really is a lot more, you grow close together. And even with your buddies, you know, y'all pitch in, everybody pitch in, build something, set it up, get it done. Hey, sweat, feel good, and there's nothing like it in the world. Then in the evening, even in summertime, sit around that campfire and talk, and just you can't wait, you know. But that's what I've done my whole life. I was so blessed to have such a large hunting family. Like I told you, if you've seen the videos before, in deer camp in Hyattsville, we had 24 people in deer camp. I was directly first related to every single person in that deer camp. And boy, we had fun. We couldn't wait to see our cousins. We just had so much fun. But anyways, that's the part that is kind of fading away, you know. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, Texas trophy hunters and organizations like that really were not good for hunting in America, because they took away what hunting is about, with, you know, the work, looking at deer tracks, eating, cooking outside, and being proud of whatever you shot. It's all about the trophy. So now a lot of people think you just go to some place, a high fence place or something like that, you pay them money, and if it wasn't you pulling that trigger, it'd be some other pretty girl or somebody pulling that trigger. And that's just, you know, I love to hunt, and I like to take my animals. I love it because I eat them and I respect them, and they're just magical to me. But the best part of it is is I'm going to eat every piece of that meat of anything that I take, you know. So that's what, you know, family in America, there's no way to bond, in my opinion, like outside doing things like this, hunting and fishing with your family and doing things together, because that's memories that will never go away. I have cousins, now that we all got grown and old and everything, and all our parents are gone, that they don't hunt anymore, but man, they sure have those same memories I have of Hallettsville, Texas. But thanks again.